Sex, sex, sex. Everywhere you turn, it's there. It's in video games. It's in music. It's on TV. It's on the radio. Everywhere you hear, it's there. But it raises the question, should parents talk to their kids about sex? Now, people have very mixed feelings when it comes to the topic of talking to their kids about sex. But to me, you have to stop and ask, how will talking to them affect them? First, it's important to know what you yourself think about sex and about the sexual values and attitudes you want your kids to learn. As stated by the National Campaign to Prevent Teen and Unplanned Pregnancy. Before you start to talk to your teen, know where you stand on the issues when it comes to sex. Do you think it's important to abstain? And if so, why? How do you yourself feel about your kids being sexually active? And how you will choose to explain sex and contraceptives to them. It's important to know they know where you stand on these issues. Also, before you come to talk to them, it's important to do your homework. When it comes to sex, giving your kids information about sex, you want to come equipped. That way you will be ready for any question that will and may come your way. One of the biggest complaints, or I should say, one of the biggest reasons parents don't talk to their kids about sex is because they think they won't listen. However, they're wrong. Kids do listen, and they do care what their parents think. One study in 1995 found that the adolescents rated their parents in credibility over school and friends when it comes to getting sex information, as stated by an article found on about.com entitled, "Do I Have to Talk to My Kids About Sex?" Also stated on that article was that 63% of teens considered their parents a major source of information, and 43% of parents were the most useful and valuable source of information when it came to sex. Now, knowing a little information like that, wouldn't you think that talking to them may be a good idea? It's a chance for you to open up lines of communication, and what parent wouldn't want to do that? Because let's face it, they all get to the point where they don't want to talk to you, they don't want to listen, they don't even want to be around you. We all know, so the sooner we talk to them about it, the better. Kids whose parents talk to them about sex are more likely to use contraceptives. They have a higher chance of delaying sex and are less likely to have a unplanned teen pregnancy. By talking to them, you equip them with the knowledge they need to make a better decision on whether or not they decide to have sex, if they decide to have sex. And if they do, they will know how and what to do to protect themselves. And more importantly, to open the lines of communication with them, because they know if they can talk to you about sex, they could probably talk to you about anything. Now, there's quite a bit of people that think the opposite of this. There are people that believe that talking to your kids about sex is telling them that they should go out and have sex. They think they are telling them that it's okay to go and have sex. They believe that having premarital sex is wrong, and they should do it only when it comes to marriage. And I know because I grew up in a household like this. In our house, the word sex was not said. There was no questions. There was no questions about the topic. Abstinence was the only way. My parents' stand on sex left me very unsure of myself and very lost and very confused. I will be honest, as a teen I made many bad decisions when it came to sex. I took my knowledge from my peers and my friends, TV. And a lot of the times the information that they gave me was not good information. They gave me a lot. They didn't make me, but I made a lot of bad decisions in life. I think the fact that my parents were a little bit closed-minded to talking about sex or anything at all made me feel like I could never come to them about anything. So I didn't. But now that I'm older, I'm an adult, I've changed. I see their way, how they think about things, and why they didn't want to promote sex. But at the same time, I think it's important that you let your kids know about sex. I think it's important that they know about contraceptives. I think it's important they know about abstinence. I think it's important they know about it all. Because, like the statistics say, if they can talk to you about sex, they can pretty much talk to you about anything. So it's very important to leave that line of communication open. Because if you think about it, either they're going to learn from you or they're going to learn from everyone out there. So that just begs the question: do you want them to learn about sex from you or from media? You think about it.